Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to solve some numerical based on the states of matter. The question is, what will be the minimum pressure required to compress 500 decimeter cube of air at 1 barometric pressure and 200 decimeter cube at 30 degrees Celsius? Temperature is kept constant. So from this equation, solution. First we have to write given terms. What are the things given? Pressure P1 is equal to, pressure, what will be minimum pressure required? Okay. Pressure P1 is equal to 1 bar and volume V1 is equal to 500 decimeter cube. Pressure P2 we are going to find. V2 is equal to 200 decimeter cube. Okay. According to Boyle's law, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2 because temperature is equal to constant. Therefore, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. From that, P2 is equal to P1 V1 by V2. P1, what is P1? 1 barometric, 1 bar into what is V1? V1 is 500 decimeter cube divided by V2 is 200 decimeter cube. Decimeter cancel each other. 5 2 times, that's 2.5. Okay. So P2 is equal to 2.5 barometric. P2 is equal to 2.5 barometric. Right? So this is the answer for this question. First we have to study the question properly. What will be the minimum pressure required to compress 500 decimeter cube during compression pressure will be increased. We already explained with the help of the balloon. During compression the volume will decrease. So far the gases feel more pressure and tend to hit the walls of the balloon, so the pressure automatically increases. For this reaction temperature is constant, so we can use the Boyle's law. Solution P1 is equal to 1 barometric, V1 is equal to 500 decimeter cube, P2 don't know, V2 is equal to 200 decimeter cube. According to Boyle's law, P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Temperature is kept constant. Therefore, this is the equation. P2 is equal to P1 V1 by V2. P2 is equal to, substituting the value, simplify the value, we get 2.5 barometric. Initial pressure is 1.5 1 barometric and final pressure is 2.5. From this result we find that when we are increasing the compression, pressure inside the gas automatically increases. During compression of a gas, pressure increases. During expansion, pressure value decreases. While solving the numerical, you should keep this in your mind. During compression, the pressure of the final pressure is maximum than the initial pressure. During expansion, final pressure is less than the initial pressure. That also you keep it in your mind. A vessel of 120 ml capacity contains certain amount of gas at 35 degrees Celsius and 1.2 bar pressure. The gas is transferred to another vessel to volume 18 ml 35 degrees Celsius. What will be its pressure? This is the question. Since the vessel is completely filled, so V1 is equal to solution. V1 is equal to volume 120 ml and V2 is equal to 180 ml. P1 is equal to 1.2 bar. P2 is equal to don't know. Since the temperature remains constant. Therefore we apply Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. then P2 is equal to P1 V1 by V2. Substituting the values, P1 is equal to 1.2 bar into V1 is equal to 120 ml divided by 180 ml is equal to 2 times 3 times. This again 0.4 times. 0.4 into 0.2 is equal to 0.8 ml. So 8 barometer, ml cancel. So this is the pressure. P2 is equal to 0.8 bar. So the pressure decreased means expansion takes place. Here expansion taking place. During expansion, pressure will be decreased because the pressure when the gas are free to move, so the pressure exerted by the gas will be reduced. In this reaction, expansion takes place. Initial volume is 120 ml, final volume is 180 ml. So volume increases means gases have more spaces to move. That is why the final pressure is less than the initial pressure. So we have to solve the problem here. Since the temperature remains constant, so we apply the Boyle's law. So V1, V2, P1 values given, P2 is not given. Temperature is constant, therefore we apply the Boyle's law. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. P2 is equal to P1 V1 by V2. Substituting value, simplifying, we get 0.8 bar and the pressure is 0.8. Therefore P2 is less than P1. Expansion of the gas takes place. Expansion of gas takes place. So this is the answer for this question. Hello students, next question. At 0 degrees Celsius, the density of gaseous oxide at 2 barometric is same as that of nitrogen at 5 bar. What is the molecular mass of the oxygen? This oxide, this is the question. D1 is equal to density of the gaseous oxide. This question is based on molecular mass density relationship problem. Density of gaseous oxide, D2 is equal to density of nitrogen, gas. In this question, the density of the two gases are same. So D1 is equal to D2 as given. Okay. According to density molecular mass density relationship, P is equal to D into RT by M. This is the relationship we derived from the molecular mass and density relationship. So D is equal to PM by RT. Substitute here. D1 means P1 M1 by RT is equal to P2 M2 by RT, where RT is equal to constant because T is equal to constant. According to Boyle's law, temperature is constant. Therefore, P1 M1 is equal to P2 M2. What is the molecular mass of oxide? Gaseous oxide we don't know. So P1 is pressure of the gas. 2 barometric. 2 into M1 is equal to P2. What is pressure? 2 into M2. M2 is nitrogen. Nitrogen molecular mass we know that is equal to 28. So 28 gram per mole. Is equal to 48. M1 is equal to 2 into M1 is equal to 48. So M1 is equal to 48 divided by 2. M1 is equal to 24. So molecular weight, molecular mass of gaseous mixture is equal to 24 gram per mole. So getting the value of 24. So very simple problem, children, students. At 0 degrees Celsius, the density of gaseous oxide at 2 barometric is same as that of nitrogen at 5 barometric. Here one mistake. P2 is 5 barometric. P1 is 2. P1 is equal to 2. where P2 is equal to 5. Okay, answer is wrong. 1 minute. Substituting the D1 density of the gaseous oxide, D2 density of nitrogen gas. According to the question, density of the gas and density of nitrogen are same, so D1 is equal to D2. We derived from the molecular mass density relationship, P is equal to D into RT by M, D is equal to PM by RT. So here D1 means P1 M1 by RT, P2 M2 by RT. Where RT is a constant. Why? Because temperature also constant. Already R is a gas constant. Therefore, they are constant. Therefore, P1 M1 is equal to P2 M2. P1, what is the P1? P1 2 barometric. What is P2? 5 barometric. 2 into M1 into 5 into 28. So 5 into 28. 8 4 so 40. 5 so 40. 2 10. So 140. So we get the answer of 140 gram per mole. Now M1 is equal to 140 gram per mole divided by 2 is equal to 70. M1 is equal to 70 gram per mole. This is the answer for the gaseous mixture. Okay, P1 M1 is equal to P2 M2. Substituting the value, simplifying the value, we get M1 is equal to 70 gram per mole. Thank you, children. God bless you. Sorry.